Oh, we're on air. So let's talk about attraction. Is it chemical or is it just love? Well, we know it isn't love, that's for sure. Now, I can't say too much what a femon is attracted to in a man, except maybe if he was standing there with $100 bills hanging out of his pockets and he had a lot of power. I don't think it would matter if he was 4'6", would it? But man is a very visual creature, and femons do know that. And of course, if a man sees a brand new 4x4 truck, ooh, hang about. I'm getting a bit turned on just thinking about it. But what does a man find attractive in a femon? I don't mean in personality, I mean in just the looks. And of course it does vary quite a lot. But a lot of time his selection is not done by him, it's done by way deep down in his brain that he has nothing to do about. But a man is usually looking for good genetics, although he doesn't see it like that. A man is looking for a good proportioned body and face. This femon may have a reasonably good body, but she has a great big nose. That may turn him off. And does a man really like big breasts? Well, a lot of men do, I guess. I have no idea why. Don't know what you can do with them. But women think that too, because they go get their breasts done, don't they? And they always say the same thing. I only had them done to make myself feel more confident and better. What a crock of shit. She's done it so she gets more attention from men. Don't believe anything else. Although a man normally looks into the future, he doesn't look into the future too far for this, does he? If a woman has big breasts and he's with her for some time, gravity's going to be pulling them down all the time. So they won't last as long as the perky breasts do. But as you know, femons go under the knife a lot to change their looks. They get nose jobs done as well. But it doesn't change in her genetics. She has a rather large nose. So if you have children, the child may have a big nose. So once again, the femons are trying to fake it. So why does a man like a femon that's a bit hippie? Well, because she's supposed to be childbearing. That means she'll be able to have babies easier. That's the thought. Doesn't always work that way. And it's funny because in my relationships, the ones that always lasted longer wasn't the initial attraction. I got to know the femon first, really. I thought she was alright, but nothing special. But those relationships lasted longer than the ones I thought were, gee, smoking hot. But man is looking for good genetics because that's what he wants to pass on to his offspring. And the reason why so many femons go under the knife and try and change things is to try and fake the genetics. But all us men have certain preferences. I mean, there's ass men, isn't there? There's breast men. There's leg men. But for me, it's the whole package. I don't look at one particular thing. It's just got to be proportioned, you know? But I know every man usually goes crazy for blondes, but I don't go for blondes myself. It's dark hair I like. Brunettes usually. Why I pick those type of genetics, I don't know. But if the femon has a fairly pleasant face, that means everything on her face is proportioned correctly. And it's only pretty and beautiful to us, to humans. If an alien come down, he'd probably go, that's grotesque. So as I said before, I think I went to the dentist there and I said to him about a few things and he said, you know what, most of your teeth, apart from taking care of them reasonably, is all down to genetics. Which is a strange thing to say from a dentist, but I see where he's coming from for sure. And of course another reason for all this heavy makeup nowadays is to hide their bad genetics. You know, if you're looking back on the distance from the earth and you kind of had a time thing, you go forward quite a lot, you'd see the men getting healthier looking and the women getting unhealthy looking. So what do you people out there think? Do you think it's something like normal attraction, or is it chemical? Or when you look at somebody and they go all blurry, does that mean it's love? Or does that mean there's something going on there chemically? Or does it mean you just had too much beer? And for those guys that like the bigger breast femons, just remember what I said about gravity. If you plan on staying a while, that is. And now I'm gonna kind of like be naughty and go look at some pictures of some 4x4 trucks. And dirty, I'm going to look at ones that got mud all over them too. Oh yeah.